Alright, guys, I want to share with you guys, this is the Nopales and Nopal circle that we have. And all of these are Nopal brothers. We've been getting together for 33 years. 33 years. And so what I want to do today is, again, this is going to be what we call a Nopal circle. It's a sacred circle. A lot of times the wives and girlfriends and everybody asks, well, what do you guys do? The Nopal circle, and again, as it is, we honor our ancestors, antepasados, and our abuelos and our parents. It's a very sacred circle because we stand on the shoulders of our abuelos and parents. They're the ones that did the hard work, and then we need to make sure we benefited from that, and then we need to make sure that we continue to help our community and help our kids and everybody go forward. But today is a very special day, and that's hold on one second. Could somebody get a picture? Do that for me. We gotta remember. Thank you. We gotta remember these days. Armando as well. But again, as I say, this is a very, very special time when we're able to get together. And as you can see, in terms of Herms, this beautiful, beautiful gift that he's given to the community and the people. It's beautiful. It's beyond. But what I want to do on behalf of the Nopales is present Herms with a very, very special gift. A very rare poster that took place. This is an event that took place 40 years ago, next May 23rd. And Herms talked about continuation schools. The continuation schools. So I want to show you, and I'm going to present to Herms This is a conference that took place 40 years ago at Delta Continuation School. 40 years ago, this coming May. And Jose Montoya, Royal Chicano Air Force, I was contacted by UC Berkeley. I was working for the Concilio Educational Talent Search Program. And they said, hey, we got some money, I got to spend it before the end. So the auditor and the monitor, I said, hey, I got the perfect thing, we could do it. And so this is what came of that $1,000. And we paid the artists real good because, artists are starving all the time. But if you take a look at the faces, this is what Herms was talking about, what Pedro Ramirez was talking about those kids that don't look like they're scholars, kids that don't look like they're educated, kids that they're not going anywhere, all that bullshit stereotypes. And so that's why when they asked me, well, what do you want on the poster? And I said, you know what? You put what you think we need the most attention to. And so he put these, you'll see it, all these vatos on there. But the point being is that there is always hope. You never give up on anybody. Herms is the perfect example of the talent that's beneath the outer image, the looks of what we think, but you don't know what's going on in the heart and the head. Cada cabeza es un mundo, cada cabeza es un nopal. And this is it's rare. This is rare. It's like 3 copies left, but I wanted to give it to Herms.
Yeah.
You see the feathers? They're eagle feathers. And you see, when they told me, they go, this is Mother Earth. Because we are nothing without our mothers. None of us would be here. The mothers that carried us for 9 months. The mothers that not only carried us for 9 months, but then carried us to their last day. Because that's the way it is, and that's the way, the power of the women. We are nothing without women. Right. In the sense of that that's Mother Earth. And we need to respect that and honor that all the time. That's why they put that there, as well as the eagle feathers. So, and the life givers, of course, that's why we're here. We wouldn't be here without them. So we honor women and our mothers, our grandmothers, sisters all the time. And so with that, just want to, present this to Herms.
Yeah.
Any of you guys would like to say a few words on Herms and what you think? Mike, just don't let the carnitas get cold, okay?
Yeah. All right.
I've been pushing myself to talk a little bit more openly. It's always been a challenge to talk in front of people, but more comforting when you have your brothers and sisters and mothers, and your familia, right? I'm just happy to be here. It's always when as an artist, when I was talking to somebody about this, as an artist, you're stressed, you're bringing people together, so many things have to happen in order to paint a mural, right? And then you're constantly working and it's go, go, go. We always manage to, as an artist, we manage to push everything aside, including my wife, my kids. Somebody always has to take the grunt, right? While we're self-centered and producing what we're doing, art. But at the end, those are my reflections. I'll come home and sometimes I feel like I had a workout, because I'm drained. I put my heart and soul on the wall, and I do. I thank the Creator and Mother Earth, my wife, my grandmother, Abuelita Aurelia, my mother, my sisters. I thank them all because the thing is that I now have time to reflect. I finally have a moment of clarity to where I'm thinking clear, I'm writing things down, and I'm mental photography on every single one of you that are here today and that continue to uplift me. Because me as an artist, I'm solo, but together as everybody else helping me out, man, I'm even greater than that, along with everybody, because without yous, there is no me's. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to say something real quick. I'll make it short. I just wanted to say, I was talking to Armando behind me, our DJ for the day, and one thing I forgot to say is that when Herman asked me to read today, I'm honored by that. I'm really honored and humble that Herman would say read, right? And and Herman, keeps saying he's shy, but Herman's a great writer. I've seen his writing, and he can write, and he can paint. He's multi-talented. He can build, he can make. He made a cross for my father when we thought he only had 6 months to live. He made a cross for my dad and my mom. Thank you, bro. And I've seen him in my class breakdance.
What?
So,
Breaking the hip.
that's it. So that's it. Thank you, Herman, bro. Thank you, Paul.
Orale, Hermes. I'm one of the younger guys. Now, not the youngest. Where's the youngest guy now? But Herm was one of the younger guys who came in too. We're a couple years difference. And I remember the impression I had of Herm at the beginning was he came in so humble into the circle, being brought in by Paul. And he was like, I'm around all these people who are professionals. They have all these degrees. They have all this history together. It was intimidating for him. But I remember he came in so humble to that. And he said, I'm here to learn. I'm here to contribute. And as I got to get to know him more personally, and as I've seen him participate in the Nopal Circle for the last, 10 years, 7 years, right? This guy has gone from, I'm happy to be here, to now becoming a leader in this circle, in bringing out his talents. He brings out his heart, he brings out his mind, and when he's cut, he lets you know. And that reminds us as men that that's part of our existence too, and we got to be okay with that and share that. And that's what I love about Herm is he's 360. He's 360, and what I've always told him is never judge yourself from what you've been or what you've done, because your best is happening now, and it's so much ahead of you. And I've always believed this in this guy. And I hope at this point, Herm, you know this, you see this, there's no denying it. You're a force to be reckoned with, brother. This next part of life, 10, 15 years that you got of tearing it, I know life's still kicking your ass every once in a while in that last few years, but you're still doing it, brother. We're all here for you, man, because you made this happen. So thank you for bringing the circle back together. Yeah. And I love you, man. Beautiful brother, man.
And just real quickly, this is the biggest part of Herm's is that he is also teaching the younger people. With the One Day at a Time program, he does art. He has a group of students that come and then they do their art show. Dad used to do the great art shows, but they were students of Herm's that went through it, that maybe didn't think about being a painter, but Herm's, you can do it, try it, express yourself, and that's happened. So he's also a teacher of young people, of our youth, and that's the biggest tribute to any leader, is taking care of the young people to come up. So thank you for that, Herm.
So talk about the young folks. Contra Costa is looking to put this art council together, right? So they had these 5 listening sessions. They had one in Richmond, one in Pittsburgh here, one in Oakley, one in Danville, and one in Walnut Creek. And one of the questions that they asked was, what's a memorable cultural and art experience that you had here in Contra Costa? And one of my answers was, I went to all 5 of them, right? So I had a few answers. But one of my answers was something that I saw happen with Herm, right? So talk about the One Day at a Time program. They had this conference called the Brown Paper Youth Conference, right? And so we had a variety of workshops there that were really cool, really impactful. The students really enjoyed it. We had a bunch of students there. And Herm was one of the facilitators for one of the workshops. And I remember I was walking through the workshops, taking a peek at what everybody was doing. And Herm had these 2 pieces of wood, plywood, right? Is that what you call it, plywood? Right? Just blank, right? And when I went into what he was doing is he was having all the young folks in those classes just come up and just start brushing, just stroking, just boop, 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 right? And in my head, like, that's cool, okay, that's cool. But what the heck is that gonna, what's that gonna turn into? It's all these random different kids just unknowing what they're really, like, there's no coordination here. It's just kind of random. It's kind of chaotic. What's happening here? It's cool, but what's happening here? Then I went into the second afternoon, and it was the same thing that was happening there. I was like, okay, well, this is cool. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen here. And then at the end of that same day, he put those 2 pieces together, and he put his touches to it, and he created what he calls the people's piece. And it all came together in these beautiful faces, and it became one whole piece out of this chaotic thing that you might look at it and think, what's happening here? He knew what was happening the whole time, and it was a very beautiful moment to see all of these random strokes come together into one beautiful piece. Herm, you're dope, bro. Muchas gracias.
All right. Carnitas time?
Carnitas time.
All right, thank you, Herm, again, man.